Hello, good morning. In recent pandemic of COVID-19, sanitization has become very imperative. What we buy from outside may contain the deadliest viruses and they must be killed before you use them. So today we are going to tell you how to make your own DIY disinfection box at home for just rupees 1000. By using some scraps like a carton box, aluminum foil and few cheapest electronics, we'll tell you a secret of building a fully automated IoT based virus disinfection box. We call it a fresh box. We'll also share a firmware and a fully working Android app to use it. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. So we need a Node MCU microcontroller, a UV light strip which is LED operated, a 5-volt relay, 3.3 volt and a 5 volt breadboard supply, 24 volt DC power adapter for UV light strip, a breadboard, few jumper cables to connect the electronics, a carton box to house everything inside, and an aluminum foil to contain the UV light. So this is a circuit diagram for a fresh box. So you can see that we are using GPIO 16 to the relay, which in turn is basically connected to a 24 volt power supply, and that is basically powering up your UV light strip. So the circuit diagram is pretty simple. Just follow it and you will be able to get through it. Now let's see how the fresh box works.
Hello guys, so we're going to show you how to build the world's cheapest IoT based UV sanitizer for your items, right? So during the COVID-19 situation you would have seen that a lot of emphasis is being given on the sanitation, and this box is the homemade box. You can actually convert any kind of a carton box into the UV sanitization box, and it is the lowest cost UV sanitization box using very low cost materials. As we can see, you can remotely operate it without the need of touching the box. Also you can use the mobile phone to basically control it. You can turn it on and turn it off remotely. You can even get the status of the UV sanitization. So let's have a closer look at what are the different components that have been used in the box. So the first component that is used is the UV light. You can see that inside the box you can see that these blue lights, it's a LED light strip, and this is a UV light strip used. This UV light strips can be used for all different devices. For example, for the UV sanitization in the water purifier, right? So you can purchase one on Amazon. Later on, what we need is basically a power supply. So this is a 24 volt power supply that is required, because the UV lights, UV LEDs will require 24 volt power supply. So you need to get a reliable and good power supply for it. Then you need a relay. So relay to turn it off and on. So you can have a timer based application. So for example, you can make it configurable to turn on the UV for like 15 minutes or 30 minutes based on the material that you are sanitizing. So you need a relay to turn on and off the light. So I've connected the input 24 volt input which is bypassed through this or passed through this relays, and it goes to the LED strips over here, right? Then what else you need is you need a microcontroller so that it can send the status to the mobile application using MQTT. So there is a power supply for that. This power supply converts 5 volt to 3.3 and 5 volt. Essentially 5 volt is required for our Node MCU. So you can even simplify this circuit. You don't need an external power supply as such. You can directly connect USB power supply to the Node MCU. That also you can do it. You can see the connections. We have even shown it into the connection diagrams, so you don't have to worry about that at this moment. But consider that the microcontrollers D0 pin is there, right? This pin, right? So the first pin over here, which is connected to the relay. So whenever the the timer elapse or the UV sanitizer is finished, so that status is triggered to the relay. So the circuit is pretty much simple. So we have also shown it onto this along with this video. Follow our page on Electromaker and hacker community and Hackster. You can actually see the complete instruction given on how to build this one. So let's see the code. Let's see how it operates also. Let's see the operation of the box. Okay, so the mobile application that we developed for this is a Freshbox, right? So I'm gonna click on the Freshbox icon and I'm gonna open the app, right? So the app is very simple. You can see that there is already a Freshbox which is added to this. You can add multiple Freshboxes by clicking a add new device button, right? So we're gonna show you that as well, how to do that, right? So to add a new Freshbox, there would be a QR code which is required. Okay, so it's very simple. The QR code contains the serial number of the Freshbox and the version of the firmware that is there in the Freshbox, right? So it's pretty easy to build also, and you can manage the inventory of different kind of Freshboxes also, right? So there is this QR code that you can see here, and what you need to do is on the mobile application, you just have to click the add new device button, right? So as you can see that the screen will open, okay, and now the screen will try to scan the QR code. Okay, so you can see now the second Freshbox, which is 674, has been added, right? So now you can have multiple Freshboxes on a single application. Okay, you can see the application is pretty simple. So you just need to make sure. Now this is the Freshbox that I'm going to use in this experiment. So this Freshbox is here, and I'm going to basically show you how to operate that remotely. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to operate the Freshbox using the mobile app. Okay, so you can see that now I'm zoomed in to show you both the box and the mobile app. You can see that the UV light is off, right? It's black, so it's off, and the mobile application is pointed to a screen of the particular Freshbox, right? So there is a button which you can say it is red at the moment, so we got to press that button and then it will start. So I'm going to press this button, and you can see that the Freshbox is also initiated, and now you can see that there is a counter, there's a timer over here. So we have set it for 5 minutes at the moment. So after 5 minutes the UV light has to turn off automatically, right? So you can see the timer will actually give you the condition also, and one of the good thing about it is basically you will get an alert automatically. So even if you are not on the app or near the mobile app, right, so it is going to play a ringtone, and also it is going to give you a notification on the notification bar that the sanitization is completed. So while it is also going to turn off the UV rays, right? So that will confirm that the box is also turned on when you get a notification to yourself. So let's wait for 5 minutes to elapse, and then we'll show you if it really works it or not. Okay, so now you can see that we have less than a minute left to automatically turn off the UV in the Freshbox, and let's wait for some time. You will see that the microcontroller is basically controlling that. It has an internal timer, right? So it's gonna, after 5 minutes are elapsed, it's going to trigger the relays which is going to turn off the light over here, and then the microcontroller will also send that notification via MQTT to the MQTT broker, to which even this guy is also subscribed to. So even if the mobile app is not on the foreground, you are not on this screen, then also you are going to receive the notification. I'm going to show you how the notification also looks. So we have just few seconds left now, just 9 seconds, and let's wait and see what happens. So I'm going to zoom in and trying to show you all at once if I can fit you, and now you can see it's finished, and you see that it is switched off, and you listen to the tune over here, and you see this notification over here, right? A small notification. Let's try to see what this notification is. Okay, so the notification says the Freshbox has finished decontamination, and your Freshbox has finished decontamination of your valuables. It's time to take them out. So using this box, you can actually decontaminate any kind of thing. Maybe it is a mobile phone, or it's a jewelry, or it's a food, or it's the parcels that you have got it from Amazon or Flipkart, right? So let me show you how it looks inside. Okay, so let me show you how it looks inside. So inside it is very, very clear. You can see that this box, once I open, right, you can see that I have kept one parcel over here, some Raggy Bites, and this is the LED we are talking of, right? So basically this LED strip that you can see at the center and then I'm using some aluminum foils because the aluminum is a good reflective of UV rays, and also it is very low and very light material, so the aluminum is the best inside for it. And you can see the space is too huge, so I can even remove my box. You can even keep any kind of a item over here. For example, the parcels that you have received, courier that you have received from me, right? So there is an ample space inside the box, right? Make sure that you have aluminum foils all the way, so that it will make use of your UV lights more efficiently.
The code that we have written for the FreshBox. So FreshBox code is pretty simple. Now here this is a 1.0 version, so you might not find the advanced features over here, but if you like it and if you support us, we would love you to make the next version of the code, which will have a lot of different functionalities. For example, automatic Wi-Fi pairing and so on. So let me take you through this simple code first of all. So as you can see that we are actually going to use three main libraries in our code, which is Arduino JSON, because we are going to transfer the data using the JSON data formats. Then we will use the ASP8266 Wi-Fi library for the Wi-Fi connectivity, and then we are going to use a PubSub client, which is basically nothing but a MQTT client for your Node MCU, right? So what we need to do is basically, you see the SSID and password field, so replace that with your own SSID and password. Right now we are not supporting the automatic Wi-Fi configuration, so you will have to use the hard-coded values of it. I'm using the MQTT broker address over here. If you have your broker, you can actually use it for yourself. Then we see that there is the UV light pin, which is pin number 16, GPIO 16, that we're using to connect the relay, which will turn on and off the UV light. And then it's pretty simple. After that, we need to set up first the Wi-Fi. So you see that we are setting up the Wi-Fi. Until the Wi-Fi connected, the success message will not basically show up. Once the Wi-Fi connected, the Wi-Fi connected success message will show up with an IP address on the serial communication. Then what we are going to also do it is basically there's a callback functionality for a MQTT broker. So whenever we subscribe to a topic and we receive the payload on the specific topic to which we are subscribed, we hit the callback, and in the callback then we are going to handle this. So this is essentially for basically turning on and off the UV box. So you can see that if you receive a message 0, which means turn off, then we are going to simply write the UV light pin to high. Now the relay operates in a fashion that when we set the pin number 16 to high, the relay is going to turn off, not on. Okay, so please note that. And then when it is going to set it to 1, then we are going to start the UV light to low, and then we set the parameter UV status at true. This is a reconnect function. Now reconnect is basically in case the MQTT loses connection, so we need to reconnect it, or even during the initial phase of the MQTT connection we need to hit the reconnect function. Right? So what we do basically, we set the 0 as a status for our FreshBox every time we start the FreshBox. So this is very important for you to understand. Whenever you see this VXDF2323, this is the serial number of a FreshBox, so replace it with a different serial number so that it doesn't get changed. Contact us if you want to know any more information about it. Setup is very easy. So okay, forget about built-in LED, it's not going to be used here, but you see the UV light pin that is configured as output, right? And then we are setting it as high because by default when we start the FreshBox we want the UV light to be turned off, right? And then we also do the setup Wi-Fi calling here, and then we are also doing the MQTT client configuration here by setting up the MQTT server, the port number, and then setting up the callback. Now in a loop we are just trying to see if the MQTT connection is there, and if it is there we are just trying to put the client into the loop, right? And then there are two blocks basically here. If so, we say that if UV is started, then we are going to basically do the incremental timer over here, so that until it reaches the every 60,000 milliseconds, which means that every 1 minute we are going to send a message to the MQTT broker that hey, we are on. And when it finishes 100 1800,000 milliseconds, which means the 30 minutes of a time, then we are going to publish the message zero, which means that to turn off. Okay, so this the code is pretty simple. The explanation is also very apt, so you won't have struggle to go through it. However, refer to our electromaker or a hackster page to understand the connectivity, circuit diagram, and more. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you like this video, and if you really enjoy this video, then please do not forget to share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting DIY project. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.